Gonna start the recording and start the stream. Welcome to Turing Complete Tuesdays. Today we're making some more work on the odd spot. I thankfully have a much better vision of what exactly needs to be done right now. So, going off of, oh, did I? Okay, there we go. So with all of these features in mind, I've got to get all of them implemented. Now there were some more things I think I thought of at the end of last week's stream. So I think I'm gonna have to recall those, but I'll take everything a step at a time. First things first, I need to figure out what needs to get stored in Redis, which is gonna be the way I'm, keeping a hold of the data as we search things. Now, what was I going to say? The one thing I wanted to mention about the stream, hydrate. All right, Kenneth. Thanks for reminding me to hydrate, baby. Appreciate it. Anyways, there's a new, Spotify Now Playing extension below the stream that should be working now. So again, while I can't be playing I can't really be playing the music on stream without getting copyright stricken, I can at the very least, what's it called? And let you guys know what I'm listening to. You can listen along if you'd like. Right now I'm listening to my Discover Weekly. And I don't really like this song, so we're gonna not save it. But yeah, I'm working on my Spotify's end. I'm trying to work on my what's it called? My playlist, my top 10 of 2020 playlist so far. Thank you, Stream Element. Okay, I was worried that I spelled it as Tuesday instead of Tuesday, but it's all good. Anyways, yeah, so come hang in the Discord if you'd like. I'm just chilling in the chill channel, and we're gonna see if we can get some code done. So without further ado, where did we leave off? Index.js. Okay, we got some pages up. That should be helpful. Basic level. And then this is our boilerplate code that Slack provided. So were we snagging the web API? I don't know if we decided we were going to use this or not. I think we were. I don't know. Anyway, so basic things we need to do is have Redis and our app store the hash key. So this, yeah, we'll start here. So slash command attach to slash command handler. He's going to define slash command. Okay, so this is a function that gets called slash command handler. So what needs to occur here is if the odds are initiated with the request.body command of slash odds, then the challenge ID is going to be body to text split. And so this is going to grab the ID of the challenged person by uses the, what's it called? Here. Scroll here. So it'll get recorded like this. And then we split it and grab the ID of the challenge. If an ID was grabbed, continue, otherwise respond with error. So if there is a challenge ID, which is what it needs for odds to be initiated, create a new key value in Redis with the key being the hash of the indicator and the challenge being the hash of the initiator and the challenge, and the value being the upper bounds of the odds, defaulted to 0. So this is the hash of the two things. We send that out, and then we respond.json. But we need to create a JSON response specifically for. Basically, the JSON is going to be a message that Slack is going to send back into the channel saying, "Hey, you've been challenged. Like at this user, you've been challenged." And actually, need to grab the username of the user that's been called out. Response JSON. You can improve the fact you use any complex formatting or block kit layout options. Any of the complex formatting that are available when sending any message. Okay. Requesting necessary permissions. Each Slack app starts off without permission to do very much at all. Yeah, we've already gotten to permissions, so go off. Yeah, we've done that. Scroll back to the top of this page and look for the button. Blah blah blah. What's this? This is a Slack bot that I'm hoping to make. That should ideally allow users to. Here, actually, I'll just pull up the to do in the notepad that I made it in. Open in File Explorer. Needed. Okay, so this bot is going to allow people in the CSH or hopefully wherever, if I can get it published on the general workspace, but it allows you to initiate an odds challenge between users. So basically what I wanted to do, odds is like you tell somebody, hey, odds are you do X, you eat the raw egg, and then the other person says, okay, 1 in 100 odds. And then you both count, and if you're doing this in person, you both count down to 0, and then after you hit 0, or you say 3, 2, 1, and then you both say a number within that range of 1 to the upper bounds specified. And then, Kenneth, you better fucking comment your code. If you don't comment your code, you're a fucking heathen. Commenting my code is the only reason I'm able to understand any of this bullshit. But you challenge a person, they give an upper bound, and then you both count down, and then you say the number. But I want to be able to do this digitally. So in place of having people count down, you're going to just message this bot your number within that range. And then when you both submit a number that's valid, it'll come back and be like, hey, these numbers match or these numbers don't match. If they match, then the person has been publicly called out to follow through. And if they don't, they're a fucking loser. But yeah, that's the long and short of it. So I need to figure out how to implement that. So yeah, initiating an odds challenge. Okay, let me get a better picture though of the method on formatting text for apps for messages went out there. Block kit elements that form layouts so these servers freely use text objects to insert all that content. Okay. Block kit elements that form the layouts of these services frequently use text objects to insert all content. These text objects can be left as unformatted plain text or managed with markdown to create useful visual highlights or veil of syntax to trigger special parsing. This reference guide explains all the markdown formatting options available to use in text objects. These instructions are also handy if you're retrieving messages and want to understand how to interpret the formatting. Okay, escaping text. Know that there are some characters in text strings that must be escaped. Slack uses and control characters for special parsing in text objects, so they must be converted to HTML entities if they are not used for their parsing purpose. Yada yada yada. Basic formatting with Markdown. Yeah, okay, so this is all just highlight someone's text. Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, I know how to format the text, but I'm figuring out linking public channels. I told you earlier about the need to escape certain strings in text objects. These strings are used to trigger special parsing of the text, like user mentions or advanced state formatting. Okay. So I think linking mentioning user. A mention is a special type text. Yeah, if the mention is included in an app published message, the mentioned user will also be notified about the reference. You can help sender page where mentions describes that notification process looks. To mention a user in app published text, you need to provide the user ID. Okay, so we already have that. We will get that in the text here. Need to study for an exam, so don't have time to watch the stream. I'll leave it open though. Last exam ever on Friday. Congrats, bro. Oh, feels good to be out of school. Can't wait for you to feel the same. So this should grab everything within those carets. I believe. I'll need to test that later, but I think I'm going on the assumption this grabs. Actually, let's see. JS split. Ooh, this song's kind of good. Of course, it's DJ Joe. It's a fucking anime song. Whatever, I'll add it. What method divides a string into an order? Set of substrings, put these strings into an array. Oh, yeah. If it... Yeah, so it cuts out that character. It doesn't include it. Yeah, okay, cool. DJ Jo and Romix. So it gets the ID, and then we need to create some JSON to respond to that. Composing your message. Designing a message is a complicated topic. How does it send it back in here? Text. Okay. Put it down in its own section. Its guide. Get down to the business of sending this message. Publishing your message. Post. With Bolt for JavaScript. Wait app. Yeah, I think we're using Express to bypass a lot of this writing. Post. At this time, we're using a post request, so your token has to be included in the header of the request as a bearer token. Submit the request, and unlike a typical mail service, your message should be delivered instantly. Har har. You get back a response. Designing message is complicated to break it into its own section. Okay, I get text formatting. I just want to know how formatting text makes it. Block kit builder. Why do I need to sign in for this? Alright. SH. Gonna get myself doxxed right now, but care. Do not care enough. Okay. You're up. Michael Scott wants to know where you'd like to party. Not now. Shut up. Select a template. I just want a simple Simple message. Section with. No. Section. I don't. Oh, okay. Delete. All this extra stuff that I don't need. Okay. Home preview. Your text. This is all the. Okay. Nope. I want this to be the in-channel thing, you know? But I don't remember where that needs to be exactly. No, that doesn't work. Do something useful. Do something useful in response later. Text. Okay, response type in channel. The JSON payload controls this visibility. By default, it is set to ephemeral. You can specify a value of in channel to post response in the channel like this. Response type channel, both the message response and the initial / command typed by the user will be shared in the channel. Which is what I want. Now that you've added some response icing, the cake is looking tasty, but there's anything else that you can spot. Okay. 80 degrees right now. Blocks. Okay. But does that go in the JSON payload? So say, let's try something out, I guess. Block kit builder. Section. Okay, I don't think I need to get advanced to start using the to start doing that. All I need to do is take this and say in here, just when I'm missing odd chance. Const. Would it be a const? Posture check. Thank you, Kenneth. Let odds initiation. Check it against what they're doing here. Const dialog. But I'd like to pass it an ID, you know? So I think and then it just takes the go back here. Neighborhoods, action. If return.json interactive buttons. Yeah, okay, so it's returning, it's just looking for a JSON object. But I could do that if I just return a JSON object in this function. So JSON equals challenged ID arrow function. Okay. And then we can have it return the JSON object, JavaScript object notation object at the end of this. So I'm going to say response type okay. Let JSON obj equal and then we say get rid of this. There we go. Response type in channel text is plus challenged ID plus you've been challenged to odds submit your upper bounds and width. We think what do we say? It would be /set odds. /set odds. Cancel the challenge with /cancel odds. Okay. That should work. Text, let JSON object and we can say return JSON obj. Mirror for bounds now with set odds or cancel challenge with cancel odds. Is that all I need? Put this in here with the challenged ID. It's in there. I think that's all it needs. Now, what if I do this? We say want to send a message to the user. Responding. Response body. As mentioned, you can include the substantive info in the body of your HTTP 200 response. In fact, you can use any of the complex formatting or block kit layout options that are available when sending any message. You include this message either as plain text in the response body or as a JSON payload in the response body with a content header of application JSON. Check back here. Slack commands body you just instanted false. Commands. Sessions. How do I do that? Application JSON, is that in here? No, it's not in here. So why is it needed? Is that like a needed thing when I'm using Express? Perhaps not. Okay. Response type in channel. Okay, this is also. Wait, what? Does that formatting need to be like that? I don't know if these need the. I don't know if it needs the quotes or not. It's showing me different things in different places. So I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. I don't think I need them. I'm gonna say I don't need them. So text is equal to that. You've been challenged. Submit your upper bounds now with /set all. Cancel the challenge with cancel odds. Yeah. And they say text. You're challenging. On text you've been challenging. Yeah, okay. And that should be all it needs because it has a default to set to ephemeral. Seemed like that's what it was indicating before. Yeah. Okay. So that's.
What the hell?
Hello.
Hi.
What's blumping?
Not much. I don't know. I tried joining and it didn't do anything, so I kept clicking it, and then I disconnected, reconnected, disconnected, reconnected, disconnected, reconnected.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Just kept having a bad.
How's it going, Tori?
Oh, it's going pretty well. I'm just going and trying to get ready. I start work next week, so I have to do all the
work. Fun. Given you any idea of what exactly you'll be doing by now, or?
It sounds like they're leaving it kind of up to us.
always fun, always great when they're just like, you know what? You guys just figure it out, you know?
Figure it out. What do you want to do?
Oh, man.
The problem is I've never been like a console person. I don't know, like they say, like, what can you accomplish in 12 weeks? I'm like, I don't know.
I literally do not know. You tell me, please. I'm begging you.
I'm like, what do your customers want? I have to think of something, though, because, like, this is the chance, right? This is my chance.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I also only have a week to work on personal projects, so I gotta think of something that I might want to do for a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I got you. Can make a Slack bot. Can help try and figure that shit out. Have the same fun that I'm having right now.
Is that what you're working on right now?
Yeah, I'm working on a bot.
Oh, the bet bot?
No, like not bet.
Or no, odds bot.
Yeah, odds bot. Yeah. And I think I'm starting to figure it out. It's starting to come together, although it's still very much a lot of guesswork as far as what it's doing. Actually, I should probably just test where I'm at right now and see if that works the way it's supposed to. Oh,
Oh,
thank you for the
yeah!
sub.
I got to use my Twitch Prime sub.
Hell fucking yeah. I think I'm
I've been
like,
waiting for this.
I think I've got like 7 subs now. It's kind of wild.
Look at you go.
I know. Do be kind of crazy. Now you have access to Dante 3 poggers.
Yes.
So have
Oh
fun
my
with that.
god. Wait, no, I already got that one.
What do you mean
Oh
you got that
my
one?
god. I used my points for that. My
Oh. You are a
Oh
fool.
my god. I should have waited.
Should have saved up. Saved up like everyone else's to fucking make me play more of Getting Over It.
Oh, I want Dante 3 Cry.
Yeah, those ones, I think, I don't understand exactly how the whole unlock a random emote works, but like, I guess that tier 2 and tier 3 emotes can't be unlocked via the channel points, because everybody who's tried to unlock emotes with the channel points only gets Dante 3 poggers. So,
Where do you get the other ones then?
I think you just have to tier 2 or tier 3 subscribe, which is like more money that you can't just do with Twitch Prime. So I don't know. I mean, apparently if I get like, it's like as you get more subscribers, you unlock more tier 1 emote slots. So I'll be trying to add more of those if I get more subs.
Okay.
But
well, that's good.
Yeah. For now, everyone's snagging Dante 3 poggers, which I love.
3 poggers. It's such a good one. It's so cute. It's
I love it.
So cute.
And from such a cursed fucking super secret Santa moment. Oh god.
Wait, was that the hentai skin?
Yes, that was indeed the hentai skin.
Oh my god.
I was in such
awesome
genuine jubilation from that. It was fucking great.
That's so beautiful.
In this link, I do think I still need this guide to remember how to start up the application. If I get over here, following code, run your app, node-index.js. Okay, and then I need to the ngrok, right?
I'm feeling in a drawing mood, so.
Okay. What you gonna draw?
I've been working on my D&D character, so what I do, like when I make a D&D character, is I just draw until it comes to me, you know. And so I think I'm gonna work on that a bit. Why not?
Hell yeah. Bodhi B. Papter? The fuck is that? Kenneth, what the fuck? Oh, also, aren't you supposed to be studying, you bastard man? Okay. Now we've got addresses to work with. Or no, this is the same address. Copy. And then I make a new tab. Do what is it? Just a basic node-index.js. Oh, Redis is not defined. That's why we do this. Redis. npm install Redis. Love reading, but the study I'm reading uses fucking imperial units. Size of debris and oil measured in feet per gallon inches.
Well,
I don't think even we use that. Feet per gallon inches? Why? Okay. Redis store requires session. This client. Redis.create client.
I've been watching and rewatching the same 3 series.
Which are?
So I keep like so I rewatched Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Hell
I
yeah.
just finished rewatching it with Jeff again.
Hell fucking yeah.
I also just finished rewatching Bunny Girl Senpai, and I'm about to rewatch it again. Ah, there's the call that's calling me to watch it again. Like
Fucking
literally last night, and I'm about to watch it again today.
Lamau. Is it
What
that
the
good?
hell? Oh, Bunny Girl Senpai? Oh yeah. But mostly it's just like we're leading up to. So like we had a group watching the whole series together.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually like people dropped off,
Mm-hmm.
and then last night we like the fragments of the original group finished it again.
Yeah.
But we wanted to give everybody an opportunity to catch up before we watched the movie.
Mm.
So we're gonna watch that again with the original fragment group
Whack.
or unfragment group.
Whack.
Absolutely wild. All right, I'm gonna go join that call and start rewatching the same thing again.
All right. Have fun.
See ya. Good luck with the Slack bot.
Thank you. I'll do my best. The connection. Yes. Redis is required. Redis. Okay. So we do probably need that. There we go. Locally. Bunny Girl Senpai. Why do Americans calculate acceleration in G, not meters per second squared? I usually did calculate meters per second squared when we were in high school. I feel like I remember doing it mostly meters per second squared. Bunny Girl Senpai, season 2, please. Wait, there's a fucking movie. I guess there is. Also, Tori's. It says Tori's still in here, though it doesn't seem like she is. So, don't know what's up with that. Anyways, yeah, okay, that stuff. There's client, create client, yada yada yada. Go and authenticate, check your credentials. Also, I need to go to Slack and give it the new ngrok status. Where is my... my bot mods. Okay, app credentials, blah blah blah. Workspace, manage distribution. Is this what I need? I guess if it's not hidden, I don't need to worry about it. But also, Christ. Where does this go? Slash commands. Okay, that's the request URL. Anyways. Edit. Nope. That. Oh no, actually I want the safe one. There we go. Save it. Alright. Now, go back to the PowerShell terminal, hopefully with my newly installed Redis. Index. Express session, deprecate undefined, save initialize often. 42. What are you? Man, I think it's fine. Listening. Now if I go based on all of this, app.post, yada yada yada. If the request.body.command is /odds. And then I say at Nick Mercadante. Okay, now let's go to bot spam. Find out really quick. /odds. At user numerical upper. Okay, I need to change that text. Then I just add myself. HTTP client error. Why did it fail with a client error? Post/44 not found. Not found. Sir? Try that again. It's going to give me another 404. Yeah. Okay. Why? Why? What am I missing here? Messages. Forwarding text, block kit. Okay. Getting started with /commands. Create your Slack app. Actually, getting great first. Head to your app's management dashboard, then click the /commands feature in the navigation menu. Yeah. Initiate the odds challenge. Description of challenge. This should be. Yeah, okay. Preview of autocomplete. Entry. Getting a post request on /, but it shouldn't be ? Sure, I understand why this is doing this. Signing secret. I think those are taken care of up here. All the Redis stuff. Might just need to pivot over to this thing. This example shows a fully functioning but very simple application using the Slack event adapter. Get the code on this repo and run npm install or visit blah blah blah. Set the following environment variables. Your app's client ID, your class client secret. I think I have all those over to the side here, so I'm not showing that publicly. Client ID, client secret. Signing secret? Like I am using those anymore? Yeah. So why, maybe if I just, let's just try something stupid. Code, Control C, turn it back on. Let me give it another shot. Okay, so I just needed to not have it under slash commands. Because now it's working. You've been challenged. Submit your upper bounds now with set odds or cancel the challenge with cancel odds. Cool. All right, so that works. That's a start. And if I go to the Redis database, let's see if that's been messed with at all. Redis Cloud. Where's my boy? I logged in on one of these. Come on. At least I thought I did. I guess maybe I didn't. Anyways, log. Well, that's not so good. Why getting posted? X challenged ID, create a new key value pair, the key being the hash of the initiator, challenge and the value. Upper bounds of the odds defaulted to 0. Client, that's set. Works? Question mark. Using the Redis cloud. Redis host, Redis port, Redis auth. Client is the Redis client. Great. Port the host. So I'll get it up here, right? Yeah, so I'll get sits there. Redis client.auth. Blah, blah, error, throw error. Client set foobar client get. I mean, I guess I might as well just do this since we're testing it. Oh, I like this song. Amaterasu. But I like it. I'm gonna, you know what? Oh, you know what? It's Degen. It's Degen from Math Rock. Okay. And I set 20 pages of spectromagnetic oil analysis procedure. Alright, I'm gonna study now, 20 more pages. I can go to bed. Jesus Christ. Good luck, Kenneth. Whoever else is watching, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. I sent Fu to the bar. That's what I don't get. Is that... So that's... Also, does this... But a user ID... Curious. Slash command... User... Okay, yeah. No, user ID comes without the little tags on it. So that's good. That should throw in the @ symbol, it looks like. Or wait, no. It sent it properly. The message worked. Even with just the ID. Or, well, no, it should do that, because... Yeah, I think, for consistency's sake, you should probably remove that. Like, that's consistent across the things. If we add the @ there, should save it there. And then we just add it back here. We say okay, save that, and then add that to the Redis database. Redis client, initiate challenge, if error, throw error, else console log response. Okay. We're gonna Control C and run it again. Nope. /ons at Dante. See. Why is it responding? Oh, no, because it is set to 0. Okay, yeah, that's... So it is working? Huh? What? I do not understand. It says it's not doing anything in the Redis client. Yes. Little keys. But there should be keys. It should be... It says it's got no logs to display. I don't know. Alright. Node Redis. Start with pip. Redis require Redis. Yeah, so I've done all that, and then it logs out the correct thing. So what's the whole... Alright, I guess I'll just assume it's working if it's reading out the correct information there. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Okay, so... I can comment this out for now, because that's just logging stuff. Create a new key value, yada yada yada. Okay. You need to specify who you're challenging, and just for actually, you know what? For shits and giggles, what if we set this to 50? Let's see if that works. Control C. Then we /odds again at Dante. Yeah, okay, so it is storing it and then sending it, I guess. Turn that back to 0. Stop running this for now. that needs to stay there. Also JSON. Comment this all out. Oops, not that one. That needs to stay. And then for shits and giggles, actually, I should test the bad case. Slash odds. Doopy, I forgot to specify who I'm challenging. Jacob Potter, don't you have barbecue to be at? Potter, why? Oh, no, that's not correct. Potter, I told you what I'm doing today. And I told you I'm doing this, so I'll be at barbecue when the stream's done. Okay, so we have a problem, ladies and gents, because it's still sitting some correct JSON, even when there's not any to be submitted. So that's no good. Why is that happening? You need to specify who you're challenging. If an ID was grabbed. This check's bad. If it's... What is... Okay. It's console.log. Challenged ID. Okay. Go. ID. Why is it not? Okay, now I'm actually curious if I do slash odds and Knickerbocker Dante, this text shouldn't be included. So the split works if there is this text here. If it's not here, then it just grabs all the text, which is bad. Check if just check for characters, specific characters in strings. That's what we do. Alright, let's do that then. How about instead of if quest.body dot text dot includes, and then put in the caret and the @ symbol. Then we take all this stuff and log it out. An ID Enabling. Okay. Yeah, okay. It needs to be the @ symbol. That's good. Request of if an ID is in this text. And then respond with error. Challenge ID. The challenge. Okay. Control C. Known index. Try this again. /odds. This should fail. Why? Oh, because it didn't save it. I'm a dummy. $3,000. Okay. Try odds again. This should actually fail now. Yes. Okay. Sweet. And if I do it again, this should hide my message also. Yeah. All right. Sweet. Okay. Cool. So that solves that issue. Get rid of this because we know that works. Have the idea of the challenge. Create a new key value and Redis with the key being the hash of the initiator and the challenge value being the upper bounds of the odds. Defaulted to 0. We know this works because it sets that correctly. So JSON, keep that commented for now. If the command is instead, now this is gonna, I need to make new / commands for these on the web client Slack odd bot handler thingy side of things. I'll need to set those up. So else if request.body.commands odds set odds. Limit of odds. Okay. Now we will need to look at all of the hashes and then figure out if the person who is sending the set odds is a person who has been challenged. How do we do that? Cheater hash. Loop through pairs. All pair hashes in Redis to see if this user was challenged for nope. All right. Nope. Sometimes I do miss Visual Studio's auto completing for each calling node Redis, yada yada yada, getting started, create client, host, connect this, did storing key values pairs, clients at set, or blah blah blah. Simple values won't solve the problem. You need to store hashes, objects in Redis. You can use hm set. Above snippet stores a hash in Redis that maps each technology to its framework. Get all function error. Argument hm set is the name of. Okay, that's the key. Specific arguments represent key value pairs. Similarly, get all is used to retrieve the value of the key. If the key is found, the second argument to the callback doesn't support nested objects. All the property values in the object will be coerced into strings before getting stored. Okay, that makes much more sense. Yeah, that was. Wow, yeah, that is an ass way of writing it. That just looked like a bunch of fucking strings. Yikes. Storing lists, yada yada. Storing sets. Check the key exists and proceed accordingly. You can use this key. Firing, incrementing, and decrementing. Also supports incrementing, decrementing keys. Incrementing keys, increment function, so blah. Apply. Increments a key value by 1. Okay, I don't really. Go to the library, check out their documentation. Do that. There's another Sam Astor. Sounds pretty good. Usage, promises, commands. Libraries 1-to-1 mapping of Redis commands. That commands. Search. Oh, find. Get. Get. Get all the fields in a hash. What? Pattern. Middle parsing does the reply command. An object keyed by the hash keys. Commands that return an integer return JavaScript numbers, arrays return JavaScript array. Get all returns an object keyed by the hash keys. Strings will either be returned as strings or as a buffer depending on your setting. Please be aware that null, undefined, and Boolean values result in the value coerced to a string. See, there's a shitty way I could do this where I would just require the users to constantly, with the setting and the inputting of their numbers and then all that, if they just always keep specifying the other user, then I could just use the hashes and keep checking all of those hashes over and over again. But I don't want them to do that because that's not intuitive for the user. So I want to see if I can get all of the keys and then just search through them for, the ones that we're looking for. No parsing commands again. Care should be taken. Get missing key function error. Key is missing will probably be null. Only if Redis command states something else, it will not be null. Okay. String used to prefix all used keys. That is not helpful. Object up. Okay, that's just the options. Apply multi. Nope. Okay, this was unhelpful. Node Redis get all keys. In Node.js, I would like to get all the keys in my Redis DB at last. So each record I have has a unique key generated as a random string. Now I'd like to call something like for each key in Redis, get all keys in Redis. Would it be possible to accomplish a select star from Redis, like we're with Node? You need to install the Redis module for Node.js, which you found, yada yada yada. The above command is no longer available. You need the following. Then you would do client.keys. Oh, okay. So I can just refer to the client.keys. Okay. Let's do a for loop. For I equals 0, I less than client dot keys dot length. Redis client. You'd be Redis client, right? Yeah. I don't know if I'm using this thing. They can get rid of it, honestly. I'll try that on my next run. Yeah, so this is what I need. And let I Redis client keys.length I plus okay. There also I need to handle that case because I noticed that it was mentioning that there's cases where you can already have pre-established keys. And so that would be a case where I would need to send back an error saying, hey, you already have an existing odds challenge. Please, what is it? Cancel your former odds or complete them using, cancel odds or do something else. I'm going to use the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back. I do like this song, though. Be right back. Be right back. Sorry about that. I'm back in action. Sticking with me, y'all. Alright. So, we can go get the keys. And turn this off for now. Doesn't need to be on. Loop through all pair hashes. So if what's it called? So then we say if the Redis client dot keys I dot includes then if Redis client dot keys. Oh, so are you in here with me? Oh, hello, Beekman. How's it going?
It's going.
It's going.
It's going. It's very, very hot.
Yeah, it is indeed.
Spring was an extremely abbreviated fucking season up here.
Yeah, that is certainly true.
Like 2 weeks ago, it was fucking snowing and hailing, and now it's like
yeah, what the fuck,
90
man?
degrees.
What the fuck? We had one whole week of like nice-ish weather in the 70s, and now it's like too fucking hot. And honestly, I'm kind of worried about the rest of the summer. If it's fucking May and it's this hot out, you know, is it gonna get hotter as we get closer to the fucking summer solstice or equinox or whatever? Like, yeah. Fuck. I'm not gonna be ready for that. Just hope the place I'm moving into keeps up its AC nice enough. Split based on that. Finally done. Welcome back, Kenneth. Hope that studying session was fruitful for you. Now if I double check. I guess I don't need this right now. What are you up to?
Doing a little reading.
Ooh, what you reading?
I'm reading a report from Armament Research Services about the 5.7 by 28 millimeter pistol cartridge made famous in the FN57 and FNP90.
Those were certainly a lot of letters and words. That definitely.
Those guns in video games before, Marcanate?
Probably at some point, yeah.
Yeah. The 5.7 is most famously Sam Fisher's pistol.
Okay.
The P90, I don't know. It was a Stargate SG-1. It's in the new Modern Warfare. It's just been in a billion video games.
Okay.
It looks cool and futuristic.
Redis client keys that split on that. And it returns the first value. Then you check to see if it's equal to the user ID. Yeah, okay. Take that, check to see if it's equal. Then I can go in. And client dot
Goodbye.
Alrighty. See ya.
Pat just was like, I'm in here, I'm out.
Alright. Nice talking to you.
Alrighty.
Have fun with your eating. Off to bed. Alright, Kenneth. See you later. Yeah, for that 1 viewer gains. Appreciate it. How am I gonna set this? I set hydrate. You got it. Okay. Does it make it easier or harder to read if I
What's up, gamers? I'm back.
hang up here? Hey there, Pat. Do the other 2 people? Oh, never mind. Beaks is actually still here. Is Tori still here for you guys? Does she?
Yeah, she's still in. I guess
Okay.
she's just not at her headset.
That's weird. She said she was leaving to go join her friends to watch some anime or something, but I thought that she was going to be joining another Discord, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Anyways, how's it going, Pat?
That's
Uh-huh.
going.
Okay. That's good.
I'm what's it called? Is that a bug? Oh, shit. Gross.
Uh-huh.
Yep, okay, well that's just all. What's it called? I'm sculpting in ZBrush, and it's
Ooh,
hard.
fun.
Yeah, it's, I gotta texture, render, and deliver this by Thursday. But I also gotta like, what? I also gotta like fucking, what's it called? Pack and get ready to leave by Friday, Saturday. I don't know. I don't know when I'm leaving. I'm leaving. So. Oh, and I gotta cancel the fucking all my bill shit. So I gotta fucking kill my internet, kill my power, kill my water. But I also gotta figure out a way so that like it doesn't screw over my roommates. Oh god, there's so much to do. Okay.
Busy boy.
If you got a set of bolt cutters, you can kill your power pretty easily.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Big
Hey, and
brain.
you know, if you try hard enough, you can kill your water too.
Galaxy brained.
Galaxy. A set of bolt cutters kill anything.
Yeah.
Try hard enough.
Everything can be killed with a tomahawk.
Everything can be killed with a tomahawk.
Talking tomahawk missile or just a regular old tomahawk? Because I don't know how
Yes.
effective a regular
Both,
tomahawk
yes.
would be against
Yes.
air combatants. But
Did
Affirmative.
you play the hit video game Medal of Honor Warfighter, in which tomahawks were used to breach doors?
are you serious?
Play the.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can use a tomahawk as a door breaching tool, but it's there are perhaps better suited implements for that.
You can use anything as a breaching tool if you try hard enough.
That I do believe. Separate client keys, body text.
But in some good news,
Uh-huh.
I found a nifty little tool I found essentially free blueprints for Unreal for a really nice like advanced locomotion system, which is
Mhm.
really fun.
Cool.
So it's got like IK feed, climbing, blend poses.
What is
which is
IK?
great because
Is kinematic?
inverse kinematics.
Oh, inverse kinematics. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's when so if you think of how like the human body like works,
Mm-hmm.
like if you think about your arm, for example, right?
I hate thinking about my
Your-
arm, but continue.
Yeah, think about your arm. Okay, I know it sucks, but think about your arm. The mechanics of it happens from like shoulder to elbow to wrist.
Yeah.
If you want to move your wrist like over to touch something to your right, you have to move from your elbow. You have to move from your shoulder to your elbow to your wrist to like move your entire arm over.
Mm-hmm.
That's forward kinematics, where everything goes down the chain of like motion to like be able to like move the part that's at the very end.
Right.
Inverse kinematics is just like the reverse of that, where it's like your wrist would be the driving force, then your elbow, then your shoulder.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I think I remember learning about that a little bit in the one 3D. Not really well, I guess it was an animation class, but it was mostly
It's probably
modeling.
tech animation.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's probably tech animation.
I don't know. We use Maya,
it's
but
a
like, yeah.
yeah, it's a big the inverse kinematics are big for games because like if you want to have your character, for example, like be able to stand on like anything, instead of forward kinematics from like the hips to your feet, you'd have inverse kinematics from your feet to your hips. So that way your feet can like check where the mesh is like, or yeah, where the geometry collides, and be able to like adjust itself, and they don't affect the hips. Or I mean, adjust itself without being affected by the hips. Then the hips could like adjust according to the feet.
Okay.
Uh,
Interesting.
the cool part about inverse kinematic systems in movement stuff, though, for like blueprints for Unreal, is that you could pair that with like ledge checking systems, essentially, to be able to allow characters to climb things. And the animations would blend pretty well because of the IK on the hands.
Interesting.
It's really cool. It's a lot, I think. It's not hard, but it's a bit... IK is, I think, a bit more complicated than FK, just because like FK is like simple. It's like it goes down the chain.
Yeah.
And IK sort of does the same, but then like you gotta check for a bunch of different things. And plus, it's just harder for coding. I mean, I don't know how to code, so just being able to find anything is amazing.
Yeah.
Coding's easy. You just run a game design.exe.
Oh, you're right.
Dude, you're right. No, you
Shit.
just press make game.
Yeah,
make
and then
game.exe.
you select the shift from the drop-down menus. You know.
And it gives you a zip, and you have to unzip that. But like, that's pretty much it. That's
on,
coding.
Yeah, you know how to download WinRAR, right?
Yeah, you pay for it. You do. You guys know why WinRAR is like why it's free, right?
Because somebody fucked up when they were publishing it, wasn't it?
No. It's well, I mean, probably, but like the reason why it's still free is that like the developers want it to be for personal use, but they don't want companies to be able to like profit off of it without having to like pay restitutions or some shit like that. So
yeah.
And legally companies have to pay for like a program that they're using if they're like
in a commercial, like
in a commercial sense.
Thing. Yeah.
So WinRAR gets its money from companies, and while average consumers like us, don't actually have to pay for it.
Hey,
I
nice.
use WinRAR anymore. I use 7-zip because that's the one that like integrates into the right-click menu.
Yeah. I just
have
WinRAR because I just like WinRAR. I've always had WinRAR.
I don't have anything in WinRAR, but I think at one point I used 7-zip. I'm like, this works all right. I like this. They're both fine.
I mean, nowadays,
I
like Windows 10 just has the ability to extract and zip files on its own.
Is it really?
If you just pull up the context menu on zip folders, it'll just give you an option to extract all. I'm pretty sure that's a Windows thing, unless it's actually just WinRAR, but it doesn't show the imagery of WinRAR. I don't think that's the case, though.
Nifty.
Yeah. Actually, no, I know it isn't because the context menu also shows the WinRAR option of extracting files. But, yeah.
Oh my god, this meme is incredible. Oh my god.
This meme.
Hang on. I gotta post this somewhere. Shit.
Good meme gamers, good memes.
10 out of 10
Post
meme.
it in Mercadani's Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Tree subdivisions?
Here you go.
Give it to me. Let's see it.
Oh, projecting, I see. I need to learn how to project things. Do I have time to learn? I could just paint. I should learn.
Wait, where did you post this?
In your Twitch chat.
Oh, in my Twitch chat. I keep thinking it's going to be in the Discord chat.
I was posted there.
Let's take a look.
Oh, Nick, are you streaming?
I am streaming.
Especially I'm the only person who posts in your fucking Discord server's meme channel.
Turing Complete Tuesday is today.
Turing Complete Tuesday? Is that where you code? Is that where you code?
Yeah, I code on Turing Complete Tuesdays. That is what I do. This is also a very
Did you complete
good
any
meme.
Turing tests, Nick?
I mean, it's for the alliteration, okay?
Nick, did you complete any Turing
Oh
tests?
my god, shut up. It's a fucking alliteration on Tuesday. Please let me live my life. I beg you.
Please answer the question, Nicholas.
No, I'm not doing any Turing tests, alright? Chill.
Was the last time
Sounds like
saw
advertising,
Bin Laden?
Nick. Sounds like false advertising.
I hate you.
What do the numbers mean, Mercadante? What do the numbers mean?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait until they do their Black Ops re-release or
In
whatever it is.
1958, were you a member of a CIA assassination team called Operation 40?
I think they actually are doing a Black Ops.
I
thing,
mean,
aren't
that
they?
is the rumor that has been heavily rumored by the reliable Call of Duty leakers is that Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War is the new...
That's. I mean, I guess they're just
Don't
pulling a
worry,
Modern
boys.
Warfare, but like that's so dumb.
Don't worry, boys. If I ever work at was it Infinity Ward?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
This
if I ever work
Treyarch,
in-
Treyarch is...
This track. If I ever work at Treyarch,
Your mic is
I'll
absolutely
be the-
shitting itself, by the way.
Oh
I
my
don't.
god, yeah.
Me?
You're being fucking
Yeah.
jammed by the Soviets right now, my guy.
Yeah.
I got
I thought I was gonna leak. I was gonna leak me, boys. I'm being attacked.
Yep. Don't know what's going
I
on
think I know what
there.
happened.
Mm,
I mean, shots to some wires,
yep.
tickle some plugs.
Still, your voice is still fucked.
Oh wait, I think I know what. Hold up, how do I sound now?
You sound
Better.
good.
Okay, yeah. Everything is crashing, so I'm running out of. Yes. ZBrush is taking up 95% of my CPU.
I'll do it!
Whoopsies.
Yes, that would make sense. Hey, buddy, you're supposed to be relaxing. What's going on here? 95% of my CPU. That's
You good, bro? Because I don't think you good, bro.
I don't think you're vibing,
Okay.
bro.
it's
straight
finished
up-
saving.
Not having a good time.
Every time it does an autosave, it takes like 3 million years and takes up like 5 gigabytes.
Mm-hmm.
It does an
Wow.
autosave every like I think 15 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
The SSD that it's autosaving to only has 11 gigabytes free now.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know where the other fucking like 200 something gigabytes are. So
They've disappeared into the ether.
you can see where I'm starting to have problems.
They're having a vision quest right now.
Vision Quest.
All of them has been set to blah.
Yeah, I don't know. What they would do. Like,
Between. I mean, if the reboot worked for Modern Warfare, I could see it working again for just redoing the Black Ops campaign with another twist on it or something.
yeah, I guess they would.
Although, I mean, I think it'd have to be because I remember the twist in OG Black Ops being pretty big deal.
Yes.
So they'd have to. I don't know how they'd really top that or like you know
Yeah,
twist it in
I
such a
don't-
way that would
yeah,
make it
also-
new and fresh.
the game is so weirdly based on like kind of like weird conspiracy theories and heightened Cold War
Mhm.
espionage that like I don't know how you do a grounded take on that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would say like I think they could still keep it. Like I
There's
don't know
some
if
real
they need
things
to
they
make
could
it
pull with.
grounded. Like I think Modern Warfare has just always been a ground like tried to be a grounded series for the most part.
Okay, I will say Call of Duty 4 fairly grounded. Modern
Ye-
Warfare 2 not so grounded. Modern Warfare 3 super not grounded. As someone who's recently played through those games, yeah.
Are you
First
telling
mission
me?
of Modern Warfare, like the second mission of Modern Warfare 3, you're hijacking a fucking Russian submarine that is apparently the command vessel for the Russian Navy. For some reason, is having a fucking War of 1812 Battle of Trafalgar-esque engagement in fucking point-blank range with the Russian Navy. So you hijack this sub and fire all its crew blank range into the Russian Navy in fucking Manhattan Harbor. I don't think the game is very grounded. Whereas I think the 2019 Modern Warfare reboot was much more, I mean, obviously based on real or sort of
Yeah.
more recent
I
headlines,
just mean like.
Assyria analog and like more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no like nuclear weapons being detonated.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, what am I thinking? Are you telling me it's not realistic to have a helicopter chase through the high rises in New York City?
Oh yeah, also that. Also the part of that game where they subvert your expectations because like your helicopter gets hit, you're like, oh well, here we go. Take a drink. Your helicopter gets shot down in Call of Duty, and the pilot's like, oh, I got it.
I got it. We got it. We've recovered. We're good.
Huh. And then I think there are like 2 more helicopter crashes in that fucking game.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I guess what I meant was like like you said, the original Modern Warfare at COD 4 was kind of realistic.
Yeah, I would equate Call of Duty 4 to like a Tom Clancy novel-esque.
Yeah, so I would say like just like Modern Warfare 2019 was trying to recapture that sort of vein of realism.
Yeah.
So I think that a Black Ops remaster or reboot could reimagining, could stay in the same vein as the original. But again, don't know how they're gonna make the story and not have some crazy twist, and then have that twist be somehow equivalent or better than the original one.
See, I always said they should just do, instead of Black Ops Cold War, it should just be Call of Duty Cold War, and they should do a Cold War Gone Hot scenario. And
what hunt?
I don't know. Western Cold War Got Hot, like just basically.
Cold War Got Hot, yeah.
Fucking NATO versus Warsaw Pact, and I think there's some interesting. It would be an interesting throwback to the original setup of the early Call of Duty games, which were, much more about a average soldier rather than some special operations dude. And you had multiple multinational perspectives, which in this scenario you could do pretty easily because there's a bunch of different countries in NATO, and there's a bunch of. And it would be interesting if they could do a Soviet campaign from the other side. As well.
I mean, they were toying around with that with the Treyarch games, or with World at War, right? They had you play.
Yeah, World at War. You play as the Soviets, and it's the U.S. Marines in the Pacific are the two theaters, which were, at the time, were two pretty not very well covered aspects in a lot of first-person shooter World War II games.
Everybody was just covering
really
Normandy and
when
Battle of the Bulge.
Sledgehammer did Call of Duty World War II, and it's like, so you guys remember D-Day? And I'm like, Jesus.
We can't forget it. Nobody will let us forget D-Day.
Experience landing at Omaha Beach than the people who actually landed at Omaha Beach. I have more fucking time on the ground in combat.
Yeah. You keep doing it on fucking veteran, you keep respawning. They didn't even get to do that. They just fucking died.
Yes. It was very bad.
Yeah.
But I have done that to death. And, the whole, American troops fighting in France after June 6, 1944 has been done to death in World War II video games.
Which is why, fucking Pandemic Games, The Saboteur, the last game they ever made, where you're an Irishman
cool.
stuck in Nazi-occupied France. Paris, specifically, was so good. Rip to Pandemic.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
I honest to God, love the shit out of that game. Like, I will just sometimes pop it in, and I've always wanted to get all of the challenge reward thingies, but one of them is a collectathon thing where you have to collect all of the cars in the game.
Oh yeah.
And that shit is so hard to get all of them. And I think there are some things that let you just bypass some of the challenges, so I think I usually spend it on that one, because like there are some vehicles that like you need to like acquire during a mission, and those missions only occur once, and then you're fucked.
Yeah, and there's not a way to
go back to them.
Go back to the area. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was annoying.
Yeah. There's also what else? Did you play that one?
I played the Saboteur. Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite Pandemic game is still the original Mercenaries, but
okay.
They did a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
They were cool developers.
They were indeed.
Another one on the pile.
The EA death pile.
Another body murdered.
Yeah, taken out back, shot in the head.
Yeah.
Absolutely don't. Redis client keys. Split 1. Enter a number between 1 and that, but with commit odds. Okay. That's all the text. I need to do more checks before I send that out. Believe.
But yeah, I suppose. All right. I usually announce it by the end of May, so I guess in the next few days we will probably hear about the
Yeah.
new Call of Duty.
Call of Duty Legends.
It was interesting. I posted a video of it, but apparently someone found leaked footage of the canceled campaign for Black Ops 4.
Yeah, I watched that. It seemed like it was going to be because I think the labeling was like a mission. It was like mission for this specific character because there's like a cast of characters in Black Ops 4 that you can choose from.
Yeah.
When you're doing Blackout. And so I guess
they had this super ambitious like design of like adversarial campaign where it was like 2v2 and you're being. They had. I recall there's a really good I think Kotaku piece about it about delving into it. About that, and it was like this very ambitious, like, oh, cool, okay, that's not your standard Call of Duty campaign design, which is sort of, I guess.
You said 2v2 for a campaign?
Yeah, so it was like story bit and like co-op, and like you were like racing to complete different objectives.
Oh.
I'm not sure if it was like straight up like 2v2. I feel like you would be shooting at each other, but I don't know. It seemed like an ambitious like attempt to make a more open.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it would have been open world, but like open area Call of Duty game.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I mean, the weird thing for me about the Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 is they are so divorced from the events of those first two games.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I guess they're called Black Ops because they like similar themes.
Right. Where was Black Ops? Like, I'm trying to. I don't even know. Did I even fuck with the campaign in Black Ops 3? I might have just done zombies at that point, honestly. But I remember playing through some of the campaign in Black Ops 2, and that was very much still like you were the grandson of.
Yeah, you were the
Mason.
son of Alex Mason.
Yeah.
From original Black Ops.
Yeah.
And then the game would flash back to Alex Mason.
Yeah.
Perspective, and it was like. The game was cool because it had the sort of more branching campaign elements. So, I think story wise it was, it was interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't finish it, but it seemed like that was people praised it for its interesting story choices.
Yeah, it was just cool. It was like, oh man, this is cool, but like Infinite Warfare had a similar sort of like more open-ended, but a bit different. It was more of a game that just had side missions and main missions, rather than like missions where you're making choices that would affect.
Yeah,
like there are straight up missions that are different or you don't see in Black Ops 2,
based on your decisions. Yeah,
based on your decision, and all the ending of the game also changes.
Right. I just remember one that you are. I think in the flash forwards, you're usually talking. If you're not playing as Mason's son, you're talking to a senile old like Frank Miller or whatever.
Frank Woods.
Frank Woods,
being like all crazy.
Yeah, and then the other thing was I remember as far as I did get, I got to a flashback mission where I was playing as Mason, and you still have the mental triggers for wanting to kill the three
you
main
have
Russian
stop
dudes.
his brainwashing. And there's the guy you're trying to get information on, and you're like, you have to hit X so you don't.
I just stopped hitting X because I was just curious, and then he pulled the trigger, and I was just like, oh shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
I think I kind of stopped because they had the weird sort of RTS style gameplay.
The Strike Force missions, those didn't. That was, I think, the failing of the campaign is those didn't
really hit their mark.
I think the idea was good, and it's like, oh, here are these side missions where like, and it's a bit more of like a tactical game where you're commanding guys, but I think the commanding interface
was not great. Yeah.
But
for Black Ops 2.
We're talking about the Black Ops 2 campaign.
Yeah, but
interesting.
I might get back to it at some point. Give it another shot.
I think it is a campaign I've replayed and enjoyed. I like, that campaign a lot because of the branching stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing a little bit of Saints Row the Third.
Oh yeah,
yes, the remaster came out.
Apparently looks very pretty.
Man, that game
Yeah,
I forgot how
okay.
good the fucking pause menu music in that game is. It's fucking
Oh,
dope. It's a
yeah,
banger.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it slaps. It's the what's it called? The game looks aight. uh, it looks aight. You know. I only paid like
My friend said it best when he said the original game was like a game from 2010 that looked like it, or 11 that looked like it was from 2009, and this game looks like a 2020 game that looks like it's from 2017.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
mean,
Like,
I'd say it looks like it's from 2015.
damn.
yeah. I mean,
It's
yeah.
it's not bad. It's the light effects are good.
Mhm.
The textures are solid. The vehicles are pretty. The animations are the
Yeah.
facial animations have a lot to be desired, but
I mean, yeah, that's one thing that's probably
that always gets
expensive because I know because like for the Modern Warfare 2 remaster, I saw like holy shit, they redid all these animations and
It's not
stuff,
that expensive. You just press the redo animations button
But,
in Maya.
Make it
Yep.
pretty.
you don't have to do completely new motion capture or anything. Nope.
No, guys. Motion capture isn't hard. You just the computer does all the work. It's not like. Shut up, Siri. Shut up, Alexa.
Jesus Christ.
Stop. Computer, stop. Computer, stop. Stop.
Robots are revolting.
Nah,
I fucking hate this.
Siri's
What a
getting
fucking
angry. Siri angry.
I only have you on so business can hear me shit talking. Okay, you shut the fuck up.
Regic's cheat sheet. I should honestly
Okay, what
keep
was
the
I gonna say?
Regic's.
Oh yeah, mocap is
One digit.
mocap exists. Mocap is. I need to learn more mocap, but it's not easy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was interesting. I remember seeing some behind the scenes stuff about how for the reload animations in the new Modern Warfare, they still they did those by hand rather than. I think they mocapped somebody like doing reloads and stuff. Like,
But then they
as
like
reference.
touched them up.
But they brushed them up and added some flair and stuff. But
That is pretty cool.
I do like the reload animations of the game because they are
Jesus Christ.
speedy
Hmm.
for the most
Hello?
part.
Plus symbol do. One or more. Okay.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have a fucking seizure. Somehow my fucking quick save corrupted itself.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's great. That's so cool, guys.
When's the
I
last
love it.
time you physically saved?
No, it does automatic quick saves, and my ZBrush was crashing, and the geometry got all fucking like. It just got really mad. So half the body is like crunchy, and the other half is actually sculpted. It's actually really interesting. Fucking
Artistic.
yeah, the Modern Warfare 2 remaster is actually like
Modern Warfare. What?
the Modern Warfare 2 remaster.
What are you?
They remastered the Modern Warfare 2 campaign.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that one. That was actually really impressive. Like
Yeah.
that was a lot of work put into that. Like
Yeah.
Saints, I think honestly. Okay, here's the thing. It obviously like this isn't to diminish like how much work lighting and rendering happens, but I honestly think that like the Saints Row remaster is not worth the $40 price tag. Like, fucking Modern Warfare 2's remaster, like that was. Or actually, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say it's not worth the $40 price tag.
If you already own Saints Row the Third, it's probably not worth it to
You're getting-
upgrade. Is what you're saying?
yeah,
If you're playing the
yeah.
game for the first time, you might as well get the version that's going to look the
Oh
best.
yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Like I feel like they could. I feel like they definitely like could have. They just didn't do the same amount that they did with like the Modern Warfare 2 campaign. Like the Modern
Yeah.
Warfare 2 campaign, like I mean, they put a lot of effort into that, and I really appreciate that as a remaster. This one is just kind of like, I mean, I don't know. There's effort into it, but it's like there are things that they could have done that I would have been like, okay, this is definitely worth like, this would definitely have pushed it. It's not a bad game though. I really like the gameplay of it,
Mm.
and a lot of the actual like action animations for like gameplay animations are like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love all the car entry animations. You're just fucking
Oh my
diving
God.
feet first through windows
Oh
to
my
jump into
god,
the
that's
driver's seat.
just
It's so
so
good.
great. The fucking takedown animations are fantastic. Like,
Yep. They're all like half of them are just like wrestling moves, like running
yeah,
bulldog. Yeah, it's great.
it's hype as fuck. No, it's a lot of fun. There are things that don't really hold up, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, but a lot of that is an open world game from 2009 to like that era of just.
Are you
open world
telling me
game
that beating people up
design.
with a giant, like 4-foot long dildo doesn't hold up in the current year?
No, that's one of the few things that do hold up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all, and that's gonna be pretty good.
That's
always gonna be pretty good.
That's always gonna hold up, Nick. Come on. Until I
There's,
get
like-
more dildos in my games, that's gonna hold up.
I just
Just like
remember.
mission design and some other stuff. Yeah.
I just remember hearing
Yeah.
when people were doing like gaming podcasts back in the day, and they were doing showcasing Saints Row 3, and apparently they actually just had 4-foot long like dildo swords that they would walk around the convention floor with. It was just fucking hilarious to hear about that.
You know, you need reference footage.
You
need reference
Yeah.
footage.
I guess you do.
Yeah.
Where
I mean, that's the sort of exactly dumb sort of promotional novelty prop game companies
Yeah.
would do. Still back in that era.
I'm really curious if they're gonna, cause like they, what was the company? It was Volition.
Was it Volition?
Yeah, I think
it was Volition.
Volition, yep, they are the
but they
Saints Row devs, the Red Faction devs.
Yeah, they did the whole was it the Agents of Mayhem thing, and that seemed to fall kind of flat on its face.
Yeah, that flopped.
So I'm kind of curious to see if they're gonna go back and go try and do Saints Row 5
Free
at some
Space
point.
3. Free Space 3.
Or that.
Free Space 3. Nah, they're not gonna make Free Space 3. It's not happening.
Red Faction 5. I don't know. Wait, what are they on? 4? They're on 4 now? They could do
5, I think you're right in 5, because there's Red Faction 1 and 2. Then there was
There's
Guerrilla.
3. Yeah.
And it was 3, and then Annihilation?
That was one? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
And
I don't
then,
know
I guess, another Red Faction 5.
Here's what I'm thinking. Okay,
Red
boys.
Faction Guerrilla was dope.
Here's what I'm thinking. They do Red Faction 5, right? It's gonna have. This is what it's gonna have. It's gonna have a horde mode. It's gonna have battle royale mode. It's gonna have co-op. Actually, no. You know what? Scratch the battle royale. It's gonna have co-op. And it's gonna have what's it called? Romanceable NPCs.
Sounds like a
Those
plan.
are my predictions. Oh, and people are gonna say that it's gonna be worse than Gorilla. That's what's gonna happen.
I mean, they already did that. That's what Red Faction Annihilation was. Was the follow-up to
shit.
Guerrilla that was like, well, this is as good as Red Faction Guerrilla.
It's gonna be better than Annihilation, but it's gonna be worse than Gorilla. People are gonna think that it's. People are gonna say that it's solid though, because it's like, you know, they haven't had a Red Faction game in a minute.
Red Faction.
Here's what's gonna happen, boys. It's gonna be a branching story path. It's gonna be the production's gonna be rushed. No one's gonna talk about it until afterwards when they comment on how shitty the facial animation is.
Technically, Red Factions in Saints Row are in the same universe.
Are they?
That's fucking
Yeah, they both share
wild.
the Ultor Corporation.
Oh, that's fun.
Whack.
Here's what's gonna happen, boys. BioWare is gonna come out with another Dragon Age.
I mean, yes, they are working on Dragon Age 4. If it is going to be good or not is what I am.
Oh, were they actually working on Dragon Age 4?
Yeah, they announced it at E3 like 2 years ago or something. Or no, they announced it at the Game Awards 2 Game Awards ago. So not this most. It was 2018.
Oh,
Game
right.
Awards.
Yeah. I remember that. Now.
They put out a teaser for Dragon Age 4.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that teaser with Morrigan was in it, right?
No, it was
some
No,
farmer
it was
character. I don't fucking
Solas.
know. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit about
Solas.
fucking swords and bullshit in Dragon Age.
Bro, alright, look, Dragon Age, I think, is a pretty good series. It definitely had its missteps, but I think, all in all, pretty fucking good.
I'm not disputing that it's bad. I have very little interest in fantasy settings.
Understandable.
media,
I
but
don't
that's
know.
me.
So basically the bad guy, spoiler alert, but it's been literally years since Inquisition came out. The surprise he was your ally for pretty much the entire campaign in
He's an elf Nazi.
yeah. Well,
He's
I'm
an
trying
elf Nazi.
is that his motives? I thought does he want to bring back the old elven world?
I don't fucking know. Actually,
I guess no,
I
you're
all I
right.
know
He
about his character
basically he like
is
I
that
think
he wants.
his plot is that there is like a veil that was erected at the end
Yes.
of like the Golden Elven Age or whatever to divide the regular world from the super magic like Elven one, and he was like one of the last of their people from that old world, and so he wants to destroy the current world to bring back his Elven.
So
Like,
you're telling
super elven
me
world.
he wants to reject modernity, embrace tradition. Sounds pretty elf Nazi to me.
He's an elf Nazi.
Yeah.
And in the old Elvish tongue, he says, "The South will rise. The South will rise. The South is going to rise again."
God. Says good old 1488.
He's an elf Nazi. I don't know. He's like when I first saw him, like I was like, this man's a fucking skinhead. Straight up.
Well, yeah, I
And-
guess that's just the next natural step from Egghead, because that's the most common term I've seen attributed to him. But yeah.
No, yeah. And then I saw people like calling him an egghead. I was like, yeah, he's a fucking egg. I don't like his face.
He's your
And
big
then
egg.
I never actually beat Dragon Age. I had a couple characters. One of them was an elf, and I was
Mhm.
like, maybe I can see his side. But at the
Mhm.
same time, I kind of just live in this world, man. I don't want this shit to be exploded.
Exactly, yeah. It's
Like-
I do think I don't really. It's been so long. I probably should do just another playthrough. But like I think they did try to like make him like make an argument on his side or whatever that wasn't just completely like you're absolutely just a Nazi. But he's still trying to destroy the world, so he's still a bad guy.
Well, from what I remember, elves are constantly absolutely fucked by like everyone else.
Yeah. Elves in current society are just kind of
Because
like absolutely mistreated and abused.
I think it's like because they're low. If I remember correctly, they're low key. An analogy for how for people who are Jewish. I think. There's, like, a
Probably. I mean,
big-
sure.
'cause I remember
That's
reading
always
about that.
the easy go to like abused minority analogy. That or like African Americans, right? It's like
Yeah.
the abused
They
minority.
definitely weren't fucking black girls. Like.
Yeah, no, but like, yeah, they're probably based on like the oppressed Jews or something.
Yeah, because they had a lot. Because there's a lot of like parallels with them and like fucking and yeah, and like no, I think it was also Romani peoples and stuff like that. Because there was a
Okay.
lot of like stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you could probably read into a lot of that shit, but whatever. But yeah, no, they were like, yeah, I was like reading that shit. I was like, huh, wow, look at this. Like, elves got absolutely fucked. And yes, if I was an elf, I'd be really like bitter about that shit.
Yeah.
But his shit was a lot more like, a lot less. It was just a lot. I was
It's just a
like,
lot.
yo, this is-
Yeah, he's very advanced. I just fucking romanced I romanced Sarah, and that was my day. It's just like, look, I just like
Oh,
this
you're
chick
fun.
who
She's
is.
Bro, you didn't romance Iron Bull? What are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I romanced the shit out of Iron Bull.
Iron
I
Bull
was
is
like,
so
I don't know
much.
anything. I don't know anything about Dragon Age's position, but I do know about that.
Iron Bull is the fucking best. I love him so fucking much.
Yeah, he's
Also my type.
Jesus Christ.
Look,
Yeah.
man, the boy's horny. What can I say?
He is very horny. He
He has a
literally
lot of
and
horn.
metaphorically.
I do hope. Okay, I will say this. I hope that they take Dragon Age's. I hope they take Mass Effect's engine and combat system for Dragon Age, for the new Dragon Age,
Yeah.
because I played a little bit of Mass Effect Andromeda, and I should reinstall it. I should play it again.
I mean, I heard that was the good thing about Mass Effect.
Yeah, the
Andromeda
gameplay was
the
good.
combat overhaul was actually like
Yeah,
played
the,
pretty well. The combat
the-
movement was pretty good.
the game plays good. The
Yeah.
game, like the gameplay loop of combat, plays really good.
Just all
Exploration.
the other parts of Mass Effect did not come
Yeah.
out very well.
Okay, combat was solid. Exploration was okay. social sucked. Social did suck.
Which is kind of that hurts the most because that's what people want when they're playing, a story-based game like a Mass Effect, or that's what it's been built up to be.
They got two out of the 3 pillars going, but they didn't get the most important pillar.
Yeah.
The pillar.
They fucked up really bad on social. I mean, and they also the story was also just really boring. I'm not gonna lie. When I was playing it, I was just like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I definitely that was definitely a mood for me. I finished up my romance in that game, and I was just like, I don't care. I'm good.
Yeah. Mass Effect, people always go Mass Effect 2 was one of the best, and it really was.
It really fucking nailed it.
Yeah, they did really good with the world, expanding the world and fucking telling more story, and I was like, hell yeah, dude.
It made you care about the people that you had in your crew. I mean, obviously you cared in Mass Effect 1, but for one, they didn't have any real chance of dying, and that was a whole thing in Mass Effect 2, is that if you don't prepare well enough, your whole crew can basically just perish.
Yeah. I mean, there's only the choice on Vermeer in Mass Effect 1.
Right.
Well, that's not true. Well, there are 2 choices in Vermeer, because you can lose Rex in Mass Effect 1.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
At that
you
part,
lose Rex.
You don't talk him down.
Yeah. Fuck. I watched a there's continuing on from that, there's a thing that people have done where they've done runs where they try to kill everybody they possibly can, get the most deaths, and people purposefully choose to save Rex on Vermeer only to not cure the genophage in Mass Effect 3, so then he comes and confronts you, and then you kill him there, and it's even more fucking depressing.
Yeah, Jesus.
I love a good depression run.
Yeah, it's a big sad. I could not imagine doing that. Hurt it. I'm one of those people that it's just it's very painful internally to me to make bad evil decisions like that. So I can barely do any kind of renegade shit in Mass Effect because it's just but I don't want to be the bad guy.
I think as they went on with the renegade interrupts, though, they became less a lot of them are less super evil shit, and more oh, I'm gonna do a badass action movie,
yeah,
I'm gonna shoot the explosive canister and blow up these enemies, and I'm that's not inherently evil. That's just oh, you're just being a little more, I guess, destructive.
Yeah.
But I mean, these people are trying to kill you anyway. So it's
Jesus Christ, we're just constantly shitting the bed.
For the minutes greater than equal to.
What's it called?
62.
Yeah. I think the problem Andromeda faced was just after this sort of epic story, this sort of side tale of here's these people fucking around everywhere while the universe,
the Reapers,
the real story happens.
Yeah.
And so if they were gonna do that side story, I don't know. I think everyone. The thing I always hear is a game set primarily in the Citadel, basically to make LA Noir, but it's Garrus and it's on the Citadel.
Oh my god,
that would have been sick.
Yeah, I would love that. But the problem, I think the thing they wanted to avoid after Mass Effect 3 is if you do anything in that galaxy after the ending, you're gonna invalidate a third of people's or 2/3 of people's decisions by choosing.
But
an
that's
ending.
just kind of how it is when you expand upon a world and shit. You're gonna have to do that either way.
Yeah.
I think just
And they sort of wrote themselves into a corner with the. I mean, not that they wrote themselves in a corner. They had 3 finished up, but where 3 ends up, you can't. It is more difficult to do a direct sequel to 3.
Yeah, you can all of the previous 2 games. It builds on your decisions, but every time you have an opportunity for players to make
in those 3 games has by the end of that 3rd game been. If not destroyed, irrecoverably changed as to almost be unrecognizable.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I just think. I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's if you're gonna have that, you're gonna have to if you're gonna have story branching stuff, you're gonna have to choose a path. You're gonna have to invalidate some choices. That's kind of how it has to go if you're gonna expand upon it. Just suck it up and do it. Like,
And I also
there are
think
games-
Mass Effect by that point is one of those interesting universes where like you can go back in time and I mean it's like Star Wars. You can tell these other smaller stories that are set around the bigger events. And I think that's why people, because Garrus is such a cool character who's with you through those 3 games, and he has an interesting past, and like they could flesh that out in an interesting way and show how he changed and developed as a personality before he met Commander Shepard.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
that would be
Yep.
dope.
They could have done a bunch of different things,
Yeah.
but instead they
Or maybe
did what they did.
do a game about like the human Turian contact war. About like that would be interesting. About like
yeah, prequel kind of setup thing.
yeah.
I think it's they could have done a bunch of different things. They could have just made Andromeda like actually work, but
Yes.
their production cycle was fucked, and they were fucked, and it was just
there were
poorly
a lot of
managed, and
circumstances that put him in that situation. Yeah.
it's just how it happens. It's just how it be.
The fun world of game development.
Oh boy.
Use Polypaint. Fun world of management. Freeze groups, keep groups.
But yeah,
Please don't
I hope against hope that after all the shit that BioWare has been through, they can pull themselves together enough
they're
to
fine.
make a good wrap up
the
game for
other
Dragon
thing
Age
is BioWare is
4.
a very different company than the BioWare who made the Mass Effect trilogy and those first 2 Dragon Age games and all that stuff.
Right. So I'm very
Turnover
curious
and different people.
to see how they're gonna manage to set up and like come back to an older. Now it's older. I guess it's not super old, but like go back to their roots. TM with Dragon Age 4, and hopefully they can.
Before
You know
Baldur's
what?
Gate 3 even comes out, we're making Baldur's Gate 4. Fuck 'em.
Why not?
You know what?
Just do it.
Fucking honestly, not optimistic about the game, but if they do fuck up again, they'll start hiring some more. Maybe.
Or
Oh, no,
they'll
if
get
they do
shut
well,
down.
If they do well, then they'll start hiring more. That's what they have.
EA has way too much invested across multiple BioWare studios. I think to shut them down.
I
He is
guess.
fun. He is fucking. He is invested a lot. Fucking Andromeda is $6 though. Cool. Titanfall 2 is $5.
Titanfall 2.
Titanfall 2 slapped.
That's that. And then if the Umber
It was pretty dope. It had a good robot boy in the year of good robot boys.
I really need to play that.
Call of Duty Infinite Warfare also had a good robot boy.
Oh yeah, he was fun. I forgot about him.
Your boy Ethan.
I forgot he was in the same year.
Yeah. I like that campaign in that game a lot.
It had an interesting story.
Yeah.
I mean, as interesting as Call of Duty can get. Really.
Whoa. What you trying to say? Yeah, I get you. I think the problem is, like, as I've said before, the 3 studio cycle of Call of Duty prevents a lot of the good ideas. Like we were talking about the branching Black Ops campaign, which made the campaign more replayable and more, interesting structure-wise. Like it was like, oh, this is really cool, but that's never been reused in any Call of Duty game because like the other teams are just usually too deep in development to be like, well, we're just going in. What was after Black? Oh yeah, fucking Call of Duty Ghosts came out after Black Ops 2.
Joey's favorite COD
Oh god,
with one good dog.
a good dog and sweet fish AI. That was the other meme.
Yeah. Then was it Advanced Warfare that had Kevin Spacey in it?
Yeah, it was Kevin Spacey. That was 2014. And then
That one was okay.
Yeah,
It was okay.
it was okay. There's some.
It was
I like the world of that game a lot, and I think there's some cool detailed environments. But like, the level and some of the the level design in that was not the most interesting. And there's some cool cutscenes and some cool moments and stuff. But I don't know. Like, it's not one of the Call of Duty games I would go back to replay.
It was just an alright Call of Duty game.
And then what was 2015 was Black Ops 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2016 was Black Ops. Wait, am I missing something? Advanced Warfare. Black Ops 3.
Yeah. Infinite Warfare. Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, Infinite Warfare. Call of Duty World War II.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, that's the one that my professor got hella bank off of. That's you know what? Honestly, I hope one day in my life I get to work on a COD game. Like,
mean-
I don't give a like. Honestly, like the
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to work on something with that sheer amount of fucking resources. Of just like, hey man, we're
Just go
putting
fucking
money into
wild.
this thing.
like that's yeah. My because my professor he was telling us like the money I got from like COD with my and my wife's money that she got from COD like we're both loaded. We're fine. We're,
Yeah.
we're, we're comfortable now. I was like, yo,
Damn.
that's the shit that rich people say. Like, wait a minute.
Sure, the person said limits.
Like he's like working at some small company now, and he's like, I can afford to work here. I can chill now. I was like, yo, this man's. I want that power. I want to be able to say that.
Sure.
I want that COD money, baby.
God, money.
Infinity Ward goes like, hey, why do you want to work here? I'll be like, fucking COD money, dude. Who wouldn't want to work here?
Also, I love aiming down sights.
Yeah.
And Captain Price.
Your boy, Mr. Price. Alright. Am I doing this? It would have been better if I did this the other way. Hmm. Text. Check that number is
I want that COD money, baby. Give me the COD money.
that should be good. Set odds. Go. Else if.
Give me that COD money, boss.
Yeah, give me the code, money boss.
Oh, I got
Sorry,
this.
you're gonna have to settle for Medal of Honor Warfighter money, i.e., none.
Not any. No money.
I.e., well, the franchise is gonna go away now. Well, I guess Respawn's doing that VR game. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah, Respawn's doing yeah. No, Medal of Honor. Like honestly, it's a. No, it's dead. Yeah, it's dead.
But Pat, why settle for COD money when you could make that Fortnite money? Does that make money for animators? I have no idea.
Till they get sued for stealing people's dances.
No, yeah. It's fucking hilarious. I could not believe that they actually legitimately it's not a dance, but like they took fucking Jax Film's Deep Dab and just slapped it into the game. He didn't even like have a fuss about it. He's just like, "Oh yeah, that's something that I did." And they just literally just ripped it. And just put it in the game. Commit odds. Okay. Now, we need to go for the same check. Let's see.
It's a bummer. I liked the 2010 Medal of Honor game, which was the first modern era one. Modern set in the modern era.
I think I got that one on 360. I didn't play much of it, but had it.
Actually, one of the few video games to be actually set during a real battle
Oh,
in Iraq or Afghanistan.
that's pretty cool.
Trek expert and YouTuber 3Click Phillips uploaded a short video going over the history and background behind the famous door stuck video.
Now that is something I'd be interested in seeing. The history of door stuck.
Here's the link.
Oh, give it.
What?
Values in the range.
To the Discord.
This is gonna be the hard part, because you check. Key includes cave chat. Story of door stuck. I'll watch it after the stream, but you guys can see it in the Discord if you check that out. Whoever may be watching the stream right now. Honest to God, door stuck is probably one of my favorite like internet things out there. It's that and the what's it called? The video of the guy with I think Tourette's. He's just he's walking into a room holding like a hot pot or something, and just as he's walking, just screaming, fuck, 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 fuck. And then he sets down the fucking pot and then immediately lifts up his head, slams it into like the glass chandelier that is above his dining table, and it just starts just a long, uninterrupted scream of rage as he's walking out of the room. Just gets me every single time. What the fuck is that video? I'm getting distracted. A lot of good stuff out there, but I don't think anything could beat that. Sure. Alright, cool. Gonna be going over for an evening poolside and barbecue hangout after this, so that'll be fun. Okay, commit odds. Individual odds number. Okay. Matches, see if the user's challenges are challenging. Keys. This to here. Check that there's a number. There is Glad Key's eye. Should be good. Just set that equal to upper limit. Text. Channel. Okay, that's better. to dot keys by this. I always need to make sure that I'm accessing the keys rather than the values here. Keys. Oh, did I get? No. Error handling. I don't know. Reject cheat sheet, extract a number. Okay. Try this. And get keys. Get yeah. Set get key. Yeah, I want the key rather than the value. Okay. Function foo. Get all. Function. Get all command we convert into a JavaScript option that you can use JavaScript. Mapping. Each Redis command is exposed to a function. Do the args, an array plus one optional callback function. Examples. Hello world. Care should be taken. User input if arrays are possible. Cursor, query string, or the method. User callback. Set. Fields. Respective values. Key. This command overwrites any specified field or conditioning in the hash. Key does not exist. Key holding a hash is creating. Okay. Yeah, I should probably do that instead, but that might be something for next time. Actually, I'll just do that now, because that's gonna be relying on the rest of the rest. If body. Gotta. Okay. Hash. Set. Okay. So. .hm set. Yeah, this is something that I want to do. Function as a client object, all functions either take an args array plus optional callback. Okay, don't need the callback. Good. So I think what we're going to do here is take this and this is key. Then we can do upper limit z check it. This is not helpful. Get rid of the HM says use H set. Field and hash stored a key at key to value. If key does not exist, a new key holding a hash is created. If field already exists, the hash is overwritten. Periodic and allows for multiple field value pairs. Here, oopsies. Notice JS H set multiple value pairs. Node.js. Here we go. There we go. Following syntax. Okay, this is what I was looking for. How old is this article? 15. Hopefully it works. Okay. Limit to 0. Initiator, right? This is the term we were using. Requires a person typing the command. Initiator, yeah. To body user ID challenged each get. Commands. Credit commands take a single string or an array of strings as arguments. All of them in JavaScript validation. We interact with responses using JavaScript. So now, instead of just working with the challenge ID. Okay. Actually, I might just call it for today. Yeah, it's 5:40. All right, I'll just leave a note here saying change over to implementation instead. Okay, that's all gone. So I think I'm gonna call it for today for Turing Complete Tuesday. Thank you all for hanging out so much. Hope you've had fun watching me code. Tomorrow's gonna be whatever Wednesday. And I don't know what I'm gonna do for that. I might finish up Nascent's E, or I might play something else. Maybe I'll play some Valorant. Who knows? Or maybe I'll crack into that log of getting over it hours that you guys have been so lovingly depositing into my stream log with your channel points. In either case, hope I can see you there. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.
Stay classy, Sandy.